This 26 Sports high school basketball presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
16 minutes of basketball action in the books, 16 more minutes remaining as the Mount Pleasant Oilers have a 21-15 lead over the Cadillac Vikings here at Cadillac High School. My News 26 Sports final game of the season. It's been a great one, first year for high school sports. We brought you football during the regular season, a few games. We had some hockey, girls basketball, and boys basketball. And it's just been an honor to be a part of it in this inaugural season.
Absolutely, man. It's been a lot of fun. I know you've had a lot of fun. Your local celebrity has grown a little bit. We'll spare the viewers the details of that. Let's just say Jay's going to miss his face being on TV and the recognition that comes from him. He's handled it well. It hasn't gotten to him.
Black. Caloris, 3-ball off the mark, and Barczewski pulls it in. Just underway here in the third. I feel it's best to just ignore that.
I won't elaborate. Just say, it's done you well. This has done you well. You got a billboard? I saw a billboard.
2 points in the opening game on Sunday. 2 points in the opening game on Sunday. And that's being generous. Here's Crago spinning, finds McTaggart into the paint, stops, pops, 14. Wow, that is a home roll right there as Cam McTaggart somehow gets enough English on that to get it to settle on the back iron and drop through, cuts it to 4.
Say it every broadcast, you're allowed one of those a night. It's in the MHSAA handbook.
It's in the Geneva Conventions as Warren Ricketts attacks the rim and lays it up and in. Crago the other way.
Beautiful bounce pace by Barczewski. That was great.
Quinn Crago running the floor. Back and forth as we open this third quarter, 23-19. Madam Director Hannah Crouch doing a nice job keeping up with the score. It's probably Dakota Pike, but I don't really want to name drop him.
No.
Here's Caloris looking for Black. Rickenstrick will take it away from him. Black in the corner against Barczewski. He'll drive baseline, looking inside, and a nice job by McTaggart anticipating that pass, taps it away. The Vikings get a steal. Inside 6 minutes to go here in the third. McTaggart all alone, straight away, 3-ball, in and out. Barczewski with the weak side rebound. Inside for McTaggart, looking for Crago, tapped away. Crago, though, will come up with it. And we're going to get a foul, finally, after it got slapped out of Quinn's hands a couple of times on Zach Caloris.
I like McTaggart taking that shot. We mentioned, I think, the last time we did a game, not Tuesday, but last Friday. You know, he's at that white line, that volleyball line, whatever you want to call it. And you talk about, do you take that little baby dribble and get 3 feet closer, or you just let it fly? I say let it fly. You catch it in rhythm like that, no one's around you, go ahead and let it fly. He does. He's got that range, and that one was in and out. He used up his home cooking on the previous shot.
It's a good look. What I like about Cam is he's not afraid, even though he's 3-4 feet behind the line, he knows he's set. It's straight away. Most people like to shoot the straightaway 3, and he lets it fly. Nearly drained it. The timeout there was called by head coach Dan Schell of the Oilers. 23-19, 5:28 on the clock here in the third quarter. It's been a brisk game, despite the physicality. It's this officiating crew letting them play. Here's McTaggart. Down low for Crago, immediately double team, spins away from it, and we're going to foul. There's no shot. They are going to get Caloris, and I believe that's his third. Yes, it is.
I'll keep it neutral here and say that was a tough call if you're Mount Pleasant. You got 4 guys surrounding Quinn, drove baseline. He's under the basket.
Well, I'll tell you what it was. It's a bailout.
It's a bailout call.
It's an absolute bailout.
It's a bailout.
Vikings will take it. Crago spinning into the defense, can't finish, and Barczewski almost came up with it. Now he does. Up ahead for Ingram. Against Baker, and Baker will draw the foul there, or commit the foul, excuse me. as Ingram got his forearm in the right spot to force Baker to foul. Even there, despite the fact Ingram knows that Baker's going to do that to him, Baker at 5, whatever he is, somewhere down here, is not going to go up and challenge anybody. He's not going to elevate with anybody to challenge above the rim. Ingram knows that, and yet Baker still 85% of the time takes that ball away from offensive players.
Yeah, that time he went over both arms, but yeah, he's just got that uncanny ability to have his hand find the ball.
Ingram makes 1 of 2. Benson against Ingram. Barczewski. Top side McTaggart. 4:40 to go here in the third quarter. Vikings showing some solid patience. Inside for Krago. Fakes the pass outside. Spins. No good. And Buczkowski comes up with the rebound. Here's Black. Leaves it off for Warren Ricketts. Ingram against Baker. Baker again with this near steal. Ingram will come up with it, but now Cooper Benson's going to come up with this. Benson going to the rim somehow. I don't believe he was even looking at the rim. Makes it, and we're going to get a technical foul now, as I believe Cooper Benson may have had a little bit of something to say after the make. So they get the hoop, they get the harm, and then they get the Viking tee on Cooper Benson.
I did not see what happened. I was looking at you to confirm to you that no, Cooper Benson was not even looking at the rim when he shot that. So I do not know what happened here on the technical.
Well, I'm 90% sure that something was said, and it was not said to the official. I believe it was said to the defender.
So he's shooting. Was it an and one on
It
that
was,
layup?
yes.
Okay.
So we had the hoop and the harm. We've got the and one. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So Cooper Benson's bucket was good. He will shoot the free throw on the foul. Misses it. So now we'll get a free throw by the Oilers, and it will be taken by Rickenstricht. And then it will be Oiler basketball. 4:12 to go here in the third quarters. The crowd, it's odd when a technical foul goes, especially against the home team. Everybody gets really quiet.
Yeah, they do.
Now, I will say in Cooper Benson's defense, it wouldn't surprise me if Tempe Black said something first, because oftentimes it's the second one in as the Vikings going to catch a break here as Rickenstricht misses both.
Yeah, and this, it's been chippy. It's been a chippy ball game.
Right.
There's no secret about that.
No.
So
it wouldn't surprise me because Cooper right now is over there talking to Coach Emmington, and he's probably pleading his case that maybe something was said to him, or I don't know. We don't know from up here as Ingram turns and fires and drains the three. Could have been a lot more damage if Rickenstricht had made those free throws. But in any case, it ends up a +1 for the Oilers on the two possessions. 27-21. 3:45 to go here in the third.
it's a good learning experience, though. I mean, this is a hotly contested ball game, right? And that's what you're going to get in districts. And so, don't do that next time. Note to self.
Cam McTaggart with the three ball as Quinn Krago finds him open on the outside. I was just going to say, because Quinn did a nice job of spinning away from the defense back as we're going to get an offensive foul. Rickenstricht holding off the defender there. Quinn spun away from the defense, and if he had shot, he had a 14-footer. Put it on the floor and then found McTaggart for the three. But, I mean, Quinn's such a pure free throw shooter.
Yeah.
14-footer from straight away should be, you don't even have to leave your feet when you're 6'6".
I'd get a guy in the middle if I was Cadillac right now because I'm smelling some trapping.
Oilers back off, go back to man-to-man. Now they swarm McTaggart. Cam's going to get it taken away by Black. And now we're going to get a cheapie by the Vikings after the steal.
It's that classic defense that I absolutely love playing. I loved playing. I love watching it. You're laying off. You're going to show something. And it's either the first dribbler over half court or the first pass over half court, you just jump it, and if you got a bunch of athletic guys in your team that can get the rotations down and jump in those passing lanes, you can predict where that next pass is going to go from the guy that you're trapping. Get out in transition. Mount Pleasant did a great job of it that time. I smelled it coming.
3 minutes to go in the third, 27-24, Oilers with the lead. Black. That's a nice stop and a floater. That hurt my knees just watching it. I'm not capable of stopping on a dime like that. That's a great move by Tempe Black.
Good body control.
5-point Mount Pleasant lead. Brooks, Barczewski on the baseline. Oh, just cannot finish. Barczewski, he is so good at that move where he doesn't really elevate so much as he shoots it from around his belly. I don't know how he gets it up off the glass. I've seen that multiple times this year. That one just didn't go down for him.
It's really weird, but he does it well. Able to get off shots in traffic.
Black gets all the way to the rim.
Well, they're having a hard time containing him this third quarter. He's gotten off on the baseline a few times, a couple nice pull-ups in the middle of the lane.
7-point Oiler lead, biggest of the game. McTaggart hands it off to Brooks. Vinny Genema about to check in for the Vikings, as well as Bailey Mitchell for the Oilers. Barczewski cut off. One more pass. McTaggart, front iron. Kevin's over here nodding his head. That's what he was looking for. What a pass for Ingram, who lays it up and in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Rick Umstrick saw that. As soon as he got the outlet pass, he's on the far side. He saw Ingram cutting down the sideline, set it up from three-quarters court, and deliver that beautiful bounce pass on time. And yes, I was shaking my head that last possession. It was great ball movement. Barczewski got the ball baseline, kicked it to Keegan on the opposite wing, who made the extra pass to McTaggart. Shot that shot. It was a great contest, though. I mean, that's what Mount Pleasant's doing to Cadillac is when they get those good shots, 9 times out of 10, they have a lengthy 6'2" athletic guard who can jump out of the gym, putting a hand up on that shot, and it changes the trajectory of it for sure.
33-24, Oilers with a 9-point lead here in the third quarter. We have a Mike Stambaugh sighting in the bleachers on the far side behind the Viking bench. It's almost in your picture there. He's to the right. Yeah, he'd be over in that neighborhood. Quinn Crago on the bench with 2 fouls. Yeah, it's good to see him get out. What time is it? I think it's past his bedtime.
Past his bedtime.
Clearly past his bedtime.
He must be taking tomorrow off. Well, they've opened up a 9-point lead, which in a game like this, when it's such a low-scoring game, it feels like so much more. So Cadillac's got to find a way, in this in-your-face high-pressure defense that Mount Pleasant's putting on, they got to find a way to get some open looks. They've really struggled with that, and I've been looking for some off-the-ball screens, some baseline stuff. They're making some substitutions. Fish is in the game. Get a couple shooters in there, maybe stretch the defense a little bit. Spencer Fisher, number 34 for Cadillac.
Gavin Daniels has checked in. Vinny Genema as well for the Vikings. Trail by 9. Brooks to Genema. Coach Benzenberg no doubt trying to get some time on the bench for his starters as Keegan Brooks with an athletic move gets to the rim, gets in the books for the first time and trims it to 7.
Yeah, it's a beautiful finish. He did that 2 or 3 times in the first half, wasn't able to get the finish, but against a team that plays defense like that, if you got a guy that can create a shot, such as Black's been doing all night long, it makes it a heck of a lot easier.
Tempe Black must have glue on the shoes. I don't know how people stop that quickly. Great move in the paint.
I remember when.
Fisher for Baker, back to Fisher, top of the key. We'll get it back to Baker. 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. There's Brooks. Oilers man-to-man defense. Very Viking-like right now. 15 seconds to go. I'm going to try and clear it out for Brooks. Brooks trying to take Mitchell off the bounce and tapped away. Here comes Ingram, stepped on the sideline. Good catch there by the official. Running with him. Ingram will turn it over. 3.3 seconds remaining here in the third. Vikings hopefully looking for a final shot. Quinn Kragle checks back into the game. Genema for Gavin Daniels for Brooks, who puts it up at the buzzer, no good. 35-26 our score after 3 quarters of play. Final 8 minutes coming up in a moment.